What is up, guys? Today we have got a team of the season vote for the Premier League. Obviously, it says vote for the players that had the ultimate season in the Premier League this year, and help decide who makes the Premier League team of the season. So obviously, I already did one for the community one. We did obviously my starting 11 on who I think. And now they've released the Premier League ones, which should be kind of easier to vote about because honestly, it is very. Well, I think it will be easier to do than the community because community has like 5 different leagues in one vote. While this is just all based on the Prem, and I actually watch Premier League football, so it should be easier. Now I'm going to be basing this mainly on player performances this season, but I could also put into the factor what card I would like to see get a team of the season, like last time. But before we do, if you haven't already, leave a like, subscribe, road to 200, and let's get into the first position. So let's start off with the goalies. We got Nick Pope, Alisson, Ramsdale, Leno, and Kepa. 5 goalies. So let's obviously analyse this. So I don't think Kepa or Leno, obviously. Kepa I don't think deserves it because Chelsea are currently 11th in the Prem. One of the worst seasons they're having in a while. Fulham obviously hasn't done that great either. I think it's either between Alisson, Ramsdale, or Nick Pope, but I might put Alisson out of the equation considering how bad Liverpool has done this season. So I might put him out of the equation as well. It's either between it's either between Nick Pope and Ramsdale, but if I had to pick one, it has to be Ramsdale. Come on, Arsenal are currently top of the league. And Ramsdale was one of the best goalies in the Prem at the moment, so I'd give him that. Also, because I saw his performance against Liverpool, and he did a very big save at the very big moments, and yeah, he was a very sick goalie. Now let's go on to defenders. We got Saliba, Gabriel, Trippier, Botman, Zinchenko, Thiago Silva, Emi Martinez, me, Luke Shaw, Romero, Ruben Dias. Now, I can either do it based on, the positions they play, or I can do it, I don't know how to describe it, actually. But let's start off with left-backs. I think left-back, I'm going to put you know what, I'm going to put Zinchenko at left-back. I'm not going to make this a whole Arsenal team, I do promise you that. I'm going to put Romero and Ruben Dias as well. I think Romero and Ruben Dias, had a very good season. And then right back, obviously I could put Trippier, but I could also put one of these players. You know what, I might put Trippier in. I think that's what I'm going to do for the defence. I'm playing them in positions they play in real life, that's how I'm basing it off. The reason why I picked the position, first of all, Zinchenko, very, very good. Very good for Arsenal. And he has to probably be in there because I think he did do better than Shaw this season. Trippier, obviously, Newcastle has had an amazing season, one of the highest they've ever been, and they're getting Champions League football next season. Ruben Dias and Romero obviously has done their part for their club, and both has been amazing. So I wouldn't be surprised if any of these back 4 will get a team of the season. So I think this is mainly accurate so far. But let's see what happens next. We got the midfielders next. We got Odegaard, De Bruyne, Casemiro, Rodri, Bruno Gomes, Alex McAllister, Palhinha, Maddison, March, Mitoma, Bentancur, or Højbjerg. I think it's going to be kind of easy. I think a CDM is either between Rodri or Casemiro. And I know it's going to be annoying because I love Rodri, because I find him he's very good for Spain and for Man City, but I might have to put Casemiro because he has had a very good season, currently Man United, one of Man United's top players in the team, so I will put him there. I think as well I'm going to put Kevin De Bruyne. You can never write off Kevin De Bruyne, to be fair. He has got the most assists in the Prem, and he's always a very sick playmaker, good goal scorer. Him and Haaland were very unbeatable this season, and that for some reason I say he deserves the team of the season. And then for my final player, I'm going to put a Norwegian lad, Odegaard, because obviously he's captained Arsenal through the season they've had, and obviously they've had a really good season, so I kind of give him credit for it. Now let's do the attackers. Oh god, this is going to be difficult. We got Haaland, Saka, Kane, Gabriel Martinelli, Grealish, Rashford, Salah, Almiron, Watkins, Havertz, Mahrez, Darwin Núñez. Ooh, this is going to be difficult. Now let's analyse the players. Obviously, we need to break them down. I don't think I'm going to give it to Núñez. First of all, he wasn't really the greatest for Liverpool. Like at the beginning, he got suspended for a month. Like a few games into his into Liverpool season, he got suspended for headbutting a Crystal Palace player. But he has really turned up though recently. So yeah, I'm not gonna put him there. Mahrez, I'm not gonna put either. I think he's a very talented player, but I don't see him going in my team. Kai Havertz, I think he's probably one of Chelsea's top players, but considering the season Chelsea's had, I'm not gonna put him there. Next up, Ollie Watkins. I don't think Ollie Watkins does deserve it. Obviously, he did do really well in his last game against, I think it was Newcastle. But still, I don't think he deserves it. He was basing it off the season, not one game. Almiron, same thing. I think Newcastle has been doing great, but I don't really think he is one of the players that has impacted Newcastle a lot. Salah, I think it's a similar thing to Núñez. I would not put him there because I don't think he deserves it. Obviously, last season you could argue, yes, he definitely deserved it. And I think it's the same way. Him and Son hasn't had a great season, considering how great they were last season. So I don't think Salah deserves it. So that leaves us with these players. Now, I'm not going to put Jack Grealish there either, because even though Jack Grealish has done good recently, I don't think he deserves it. Martinelli, I love Martinelli, but I don't think he deserves it either. I think he has an amazing season, but you can only pick 3 up front. If not, I would have put him there. He's one of my favourite Arsenal players. I don't support Arsenal, but he is up there with one of my favourites. Harry Kane, obviously, I'm not going to put there. He's basically like Son. He could have had a better season. Who else is here? Yeah, so that leaves with 3. Who's my front 3 going to be? We'll start off with the right winger, I think, because the right winger is the easiest for me to pick, and that's Bukayo Saka. First of all, for Arsenal, he has done amazing. I think he has done better than most of these players. It will be a discussion between who did better, him or Martinelli. But come on, we have to add an Arsenal attacker since they are currently winning the league. Come on. Left wing is kind of obvious once again. And he has only shined really this season. I'm giving it to Marcus Rashford. Since I think Ronaldo left, he has been stepping up to the stuff. Since the World Cup finished, he has been delivering well for United. He's coming in in big games like he did for them against Barcelona, and all the other matches that Man United needs to win, he has always came in clutch for it. So I'm going to have to give it to Rashford. Even though I don't like Man United at all, they are my least favourite club in the Prem, I will have to be honest, I'm not basing it off players I like and hate. I'm just doing it based on performance, and Rashford has to be there. And I'm going to leave it to one striker individual, the guy who broke the Premier League goal scoring record of last season, and it has to be Haaland, that striker. I think this team is good. I think this is a very accurate team, and I think most people would go for the same players I have picked. So obviously people would, depending on what teams people support, they could go with Martinelli or they could go with Salah. But I only base it on players that they play in. I base it on players that play in the position they play according to the team. I wouldn't put a centre back at right back because that doesn't make any sense. But I think it should be the team of the season. Obviously, nominees, I'd put Martinelli, I'd put Salah or Kane. I think those three are my nominees. Maybe more, I do not know. But this is just my opinion on who I think it should be. Anyway, before we end the video, please leave a like and subscribe. I will probably do more for when the La Liga, Liga, and Bundesliga and the Serie A gets all their team of the season nominees. Obviously, you will see that whenever that does come out. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe.